And welcome along and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. Today we are going to be working with the T6 175. If we have a look through our other stuff, our combine is currently working on courseplay. We've handed this over to courseplay, so that should do nicely on the remainder of our soybeans. And over this way here, we have our 8340. That is currently spraying on field 15. So what we need to do is we need to take this. We've dropped the bridle off the back because it is time for us to get some more seeds. We need to get our field 19 east seeded. And to do this, we're going to need new seeders. So we're going to borrow the last of the money we can borrow. So this is the thing. I think we have. I think we might have 20,000 left, maybe as little as 10. But we don't have a lot. So we're gonna borrow. We're gonna lease the seeder because it's not a seeder we're gonna use very often. And then we're gonna try and fill it with some seeds and get the corn planted. I'm just hoping that we can do it. I have a feeling that we actually do have seeds. So we're in a position where we're going to be able to fill this up without having to spend the extra money on more seeds. I'm hoping the size of field 19 east that we're going to be able to do that. And that we've got enough seeds already. But we'll see how much the seeder is going to cost us first. We want at least a 6-meter seeder, I think. Should be able to handle it with this. This has 175 horsepower. So let's go pop in the shop here and have a look. So for seeders, sorry, planters are what we're looking at. Now the one I think I've identified here is the Lemkin. So Lemkin is 110. It's a 6-meter seeder. We need the seeder bit on the front, but that to me looks like that would work. Looks like it puts in. I think that might be seeds or one of these. I think that's seeds and that's fertilizer. One way or the other, we got seeds and fertilizer. We can do this, which is great. That gets us in straight away. The Vatastad tempo is 150 actually. That's a 6-meter as well. I think that. Oh, that takes both and that takes both. Okay, let's do the Vatastad then. For 38,000, we don't have the money for that, but we should have the money to lease it. So details on this, and to lease it will be 1,500. That takes us very close to using up our money, but this does mean we're not going to have to borrow any more money for now. Hopefully, especially if we have. Enough money, enough seed back at the main thing. So let's pop back to the Manitou, which is over here, and have a look in here. So we do have several bags of seed here, actually. That's really good. Yeah, that is the genetic seed. So that's great. We also have several pallets of fertilizer out here. So we're all good, actually. So I'm quite happy with that. That's a really good start. That's really going to set us in good stead. And as a result, we're going to be able to do things as we want to. So let's bring this back round and connect up our new planter. Sorry, and its tank. So we've got the front tank here. And connect that up. And then we've got the rear tank here. Sorry, the rear planter here. So this will do. Both of these will do. Or this will do in general. Both seeds and fertilizer. Which is absolutely fantastic. Exactly what we need. We're not going to be a million miles away from our Manitou. So we should be able to refill these pretty well. Now, the interesting thing for me is I don't know where the seeds go in this. Maybe you can load it into the rear hoppers, but certainly we will be able to get the seeds and the fertilizer in the front. So that makes me pretty happy. That's pretty good. So let's head up here and round. I'm heading back up to the farm. So yeah, I'd originally planned to go with the other one, but it is one of those things where it just seems it just makes more sense to get the slightly larger setup. I've got the rear selected at the moment, so I'll open that up. That's opened the front. Okay. Well, let's get this loaded up. We're going to have to change bits with the Manitou halfway through this. But yeah, so we got that. I do love these pipes going across the back. And we could have folded that up while we were driving, actually. We should have probably folded that up while we were driving. Let's load this up then. And we'll load up with the fertilizer first, as we have the forks on here. We've got the pallet forks. That just makes a little bit more sense to me. And then this just opens us up to be able to plant an awful lot more on the farm. And get an awful lot more stuff going on here. Right. Now, I don't know how many litres of each of these this takes. But we're about to find out. There we go. So that in there like that. And yeah, so that front hopper, I'm guessing must take. That's interesting. I'm not 100% sure what we have to do, or how much. No, these are only 1,000 litres, so these this should fill. Let's go. Oh no, that's that. Oh no, that's me at 100%. The doesn't actually say, because there's nothing actually running in that, but it is still taking stuff. It is still filling up, which is a good thing. So that looks like it's going to fill the whole front hopper with this. There we go. It's taking that as well. So one more. So these were left over from earlier. This was left over from our solid fertilizing on field 15, I think it was the last place we did solid fertilizer. Yeah, so it's going to take a bit more. I don't think it's going to take much more. Wow, is it going to take the whole... No, it did not take the whole pallet. So we'll start moving these pallets to where they should be. That's done. Right, so let's drop the forks off. We'll drop the forks off in front of the fertilizer. Put that in. There we go. Drop off our forks. And then we'll get a couple of bags of seeds here. Of course, generic seed bags. Our needs best bet is actually to be inside the cab doing this job. Oh, no. See, that's right. We've got 3 seed bags there. I only want 2. Do swing. I love how these seed bags swing. I really do. Right, so I'm thinking that somewhere at the back here in these hoppers. No, where do you fill this? As far as I can see, there's no way to refill the sower at the back from using the big bags. It may be that we can do it at the front. We certainly have 2 tanks for it, so I'm guessing that maybe the front tank will do it as well. Seems a bit odd. Seems to be no other space for it, but let's connect it up. Dropped it off. Open it up. So where is... So I've got a second... I got a second tank. I think actually that's a second fertilizer tank. I think we've got a fertilizer tank in the back, in the same way as the other. So I think we're actually at a point where we're filled up So it really does not take a huge amount of seeds, this seeder. And it seems you can't use the big bags. You have to basically park it behind it. If you guys do know how to fill this with the big bags directly, then let us know. But as far as I can see, there is no way of doing it. So let's take our seeder up to field 19 east and get it started. And then we can go and check on our 8340 and get that moving. And then I think we'll have an entire check on the farm. Okay. So I am going to fold up my seeder. We're a little bit wide for the road at 6 meters. There we go. That's much better. Fantastic. So yeah, we're going to get this started off and working. Yeah, I think we can put some fertilizer in the back. I don't know if that hopper... I think that hopper only does fertilizer. And I think our rear bit does do both. So we're going to come up here. Now, of course, field 19 east, we have an oddity in that it still thinks it's part of field 19. So when we are doing stuff on here, what we have to do is we can't generate it with this. What we have to do is load the course in, which is field 19 east. There we are. And then we generate the course using this. So currently load course, current vehicle position, like that. We want to do that first. We are going to do 6 meters. I think we will do 3 headlands. That gives us, yeah, that should work out well for us. We've got corn, so that's good. Yeah, more headlands the better with this corn. And that should do it. That should get us going. So let's generate our course. And yeah, that is where we end. So where do we start? We start in the bottom corner. I did get it generating the wrong way round, but it's that's all right. I am intrigued to see. Now this is, I do have version 1.1 of this map. I have not yet actually installed it. So going forward next week, we will be using 1.1 of this map as soon as I have it downloaded. It's currently sitting in my Dropbox, but I haven't updated that yet due to the internet connection issues I was having last week. So we're going to go first waypoint. We're going to unfold this. We have corn selected, which is good. Excellent. And we are doing seeding. And drop it down. So got the right bit selected. Drop it down. And away we go. Awesome. So our corn is going in. So this is going to form the basis of our silage for our cows. So this is an important job we've got going on with this. So I'm really happy that that's all done and dusted and moving. So let's head back over here. And this is what our next thing is. So what we're going to do, stop driver, fold this up, and where are we? So we're not far from the end of the field actually. That's pretty good. It's doing well. Right, and away we go. So this is the thing. It's all sort of go on the farm at the moment. I'm loving the whole thing of doing things, trying to get several things going. Having the feeling of this being a proper working farm, as you would, where you would have several jobs going at once. Obviously, you wouldn't necessarily... I don't think you'd necessarily be seeding corn while you're harvesting soybeans. I don't think that would be a thing. And when we get seasons in the game, that will definitely not be a thing. For now, though, it's one of those things where we're doing it because we need to keep this rotation going. Things move faster than we can keep up with otherwise. So let's just reverse this into here. Right, and what we're going to do is we're going to stick that to current waypoint. And as soon as this is close enough, let's see, where are we? Yeah. I'm going to reload this. There we go. So that's now full. So that's good. That's a good amount of it. I don't know if there's the Coon front tank. I don't know if you could connect that with this Hardy Mega Sprayer, and whether that would actually work as a setup for this. Whether you'd be able to actually get things going and do things that way. It would be quite interesting to see if that was possible. But it's yeah, it's an interesting thing to consider, I think. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set this going at current waypoint. And the beauty of current waypoint is that basically this will now take us straight back to where we started, or where we'd last been. So we'll follow that in, and we'll go from there. Right, so there we go. It's restarted and is getting working again. So that's all good. Let's go check on our combine. So the soybean harvest seems to be going pretty well. We've got some good high yields off here. It's going to bring us a really decent amount in, which is absolutely fantastic. The corn, as I said, is going to go to silage, so we're going to have a big sort of silage section with the cows and all of our, in fact, all of our crops, all the crops we're getting in this harvest and doing through this harvest setup at the moment is stuff that we're looking to use and to get together to basically buy our farm, to buy our to buy our animals and get our horses and our cows and all of that. So we're going to be in the very near future, we're going to be doing stuff where we get that together and get those animals, which should be absolutely fantastic for us. Which will, you know, the farm will grow, and I like that. I like that we're expanding and we're on the cusp of something pretty awesome with this. And it's all paying off, but it is going to take a bit in order to do. So that is so we were empty at that point. The tractor was at 89%, so the tractor will probably go and empty, I think. All right, so the 8340 has finished. So let's fold this up and get this back to the yard. Plan for this now absolutely is we're going to switch tyres and we're going to get it out onto the grass again, get this doing some cutting and making sure that we're basically we've got some more hay. I could conceivably put it in for silage, obviously while we're waiting for the cows or waiting for the setup. Right, we need to go and park this over here. Sort of using this area as our area for storing equipment at the moment, around the edge of this, which is a quite good area. I think we might put on the other side or on this side maybe the fuel tank. But we do actually already have a fuel tank, thinking about it. Right, so into here. And our tractor is actually at 39%, so that's all good. Let's close that off at the moment. Turn the tractor off and in here. Right, and then customize, and we want to put it on to the, I'm not going wide tyres. We can just go the wide tyres. So I'm going to go the wide tyres as we're doing that, as we're doing grass work. That'll be quite useful. I don't think. Yeah, we've only got the rear mower, so we do want to leave the weight on the front of this. There we go. And down here, yeah, we do. We just have the side mowers. So let's get that to work. Connect that up. And head over to the field. The best place to enter is over here. Kind of, I need somewhere to put the horses, I think. Right, and let's get this set up then. Now, do we have a course for cutting field 19? Field 19 Winrow we have, field 19 West we don't have for a mower. So, that's what we'll do now. We'll load up that course. We will go and head... Oh yeah, we're going to do field work, so we need this. We're going to go here, currently loaded course. Working width. That has got the wrong working width for this. So, we want to unfold our mower. Why am I unable to unfold my mower? There we go. Don't know why that wasn't doing that on my control panel, but it is. Managed to do it via the keyboard. So we'll recalculate that, 4.3 meters, and then starting location is current vehicle position. Headland, we want it to do. I think we did 3 headlands last time, and we're going to go round this way. That's fantastic, and generate it for me, please. So what's that look like? Yeah, that works brilliantly. So if we have a look here, our starting point is right in front of us. Let's send this off. There we go. Right, so next, so this is now empty. Plenty of fertilizer. Awful lot of fertilizer in that front hopper. Which and a lot less of the a lot less of the seed. It'd be quite nice if we had sort of a bit of a more even split. Just trying to see how much that's used. It's not used as much as I thought. Now this is interesting. What I'd quite like to do is put a road down the side here, and especially if our grass cutter is going to be sort of that far from the edge, that would make sense. Now, as I said, we can't actually use the big bags directly, overloading them with this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring one of them out, which actually is the other one. The other one is part used, I think. Is that part used? Ah, we can't tell. Actually, that is one of the downsides to the bag lifter, is we cannot tell if this bag that we have is part used. And I'm sort of swinging these bags. These bags seem to be swinging off really badly now. Don't know what that is about. Right, let's see if we can fill this while this is folded. Yes, we can. That bag, oh wow, that bag didn't have that much in. So let's mess this up, get this refilled again. Should have brought both bags over. Yeah, very difficult to tell how much is left in any of these bags. I'm going to go a little bit slower so that I can reef so that I can swing it a little bit less. There we go. Out. Refill. Right, there we go. We will leave that on that bag there and head back to the field. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to set this to current waypoint so that when it gets to the field, what we do is we just set it off and let it go. It is heading in the general direction, so that works well. I really want to work out what to use this area for. This seems to be a good sort of satellite yard area. Not quite sure what to use it for. I think it'd be quite good for pigs actually, because my plan is not to use the pig yard. Like everything here, I want to build my own yard, keep everything fairly central to me. Not 100% sure what to use on that for that. You know, where to put the pig yard and things. We are gonna go horses first though. Right, so where did this finish? Must be fairly far down the field looking at this. Or fairly near to the top of the field. No, it's on the return journey here. So this is why I drove down here. Because I wanted to make sure that we were in the right place. Turn in. We will unfold this so that it immediately starts going, and down and drive course. Drive course. Whoop. Now what I've done there actually did not work. Right, drive course. Current waypoint is actually good if you're just going to put it at the corner of the field and get it going. What we've done here is we managed to get it on the next closest waypoint, so that works well. So taking back control of the combine now from the AI, and what we're going to do is we're just going to finish up the soybeans, then they're done and dusted, and that will be it from us for today. Really pleased about how the soybeans are gone. We're at 56%, so I'm hoping the tractor is yeah, we should make it to the end of this row and then unload the other as we come back. The tractor will come to us at about 60%, but that's fine. Ooh. I need to make sure that I'm there. We've got a lot of things running on course play at the moment, and I'm noticing a few frame rate drops. So yeah, we're sitting at about 45 FPS, and we've got a few bits having issues. So we're on the return run now, and yeah, you can see there's a few tufts I've missed while I'm trying to sort stuff out there. But the tractor is emptying. We are getting a good amount out of here. And yeah, I think we've got 2, maybe 3 runs left. Yeah, I don't think it's many more than that. And then after that, we'll be able to sort stuff and get it finished and be really good. In fact, I think I'm going to get this last little bit finished off camera. That's been a pretty good setup. And pretty good run we've had today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.